For the first years as my career as a PC flipper, PC builder, I had never seen a fan come back as broken in a PC. Like, I've never had a customer calling me with a brand new PC telling me, hey, fan is not running, except for, of course, defects when you buy something. But in the past few years, I've had it being basically a constant. Like, people are getting broken fans all the time, and it's not fake. They are actually breaking. So let's discuss why this is happening and how you can prevent this from happening in your PC. Now, in recent years, PC hardware has gotten overall cheaper, well, except for GPUs and CPUs, high 9800X3D. But cases, fans, all-in-ones, they've all become cheaper, which is very nice, and I think they were quite a bit marked up in the past, and now with mass production we are finally getting stuff for cheaper. However, the problem is, to compete with good stuff being cheaper, we're also getting just a lot of crappy hardware, and people are buying that because they think it's cheaper than name brand stuff. Sometimes you can make a good deal on it. We do it here on the channel too. But sometimes that's a problem, especially if they promise you that you're gonna get fans with RGB, wireless connection, you know, like the Lian Li fans. And all that for $3 per fan. And that's the first reason why all these fans are breaking, which is people are just buying fans because they look cool, they have RGB, they're not good performers. So the first step to actually prevent issues would be to buy decent fans. Not everywhere, like you can get away with cheap fans in your case, but at least in your all-in-one water cooler, which gets quite a bit hot, important factor and number 2 reason is sitting very often at the top of your PC. So with fans, basically with gravity pushing them down, because the fan is actually made up of 2 pieces. We have the motor, which is connected to the actual frame, and then we have the fan blade, which detaches. So if the fan blade is always being pushed down by gravity, it's gonna eventually run out of oil, because yes, fans have oil in them and you can actually replace it if your fan is breaking. Very often you can just put some new oil in it and the fan is gonna run like brand new. But most people don't notice, and people throw out very good fans because they don't know you can fix it with very cheap sewing machine oil. And I actually have a dedicated video on how you can fix your fan. You can also do that in your GPU, but also in your power supply. Check out my GPU how to fix a fan guide, because that's very specific. But literally, it's a 3-minute procedure and you're gonna have a brand new fan if it's just the oil drying up. But very often, it's not just the oil, it's the fan touching. Have you ever heard that sound like a diesel car inside your computer? Well, if it's not the pump in your all-in-one, because you bought it from a very much not reputable brand, it's probably your fan touching the edge. And now why is that happening? Well, because on the other side of cheaper fans, since fans are trying to be better and better, take a look, Noctua, Arctic, well, they are decreasing the tolerance they have between the edge and the side. So, after a while, if they go even a little bit out of spec, they're gonna start touching the edge of the frame, and that's what causes the noise. Unfortunately, if that's the case and basically the inside gets ruined a little bit, maybe because it ran without oil for a while, there is no fixing it, unfortunately. Now, what I've seen break the most are 2 things. First, all-in-one mounted on top in very hot running PCs, because heat plays a role. That's why it's so important to have your PC running properly, because if your PC runs cool, it's not too hot, you have it undervolted as I recommend on the channel, every single component inside is gonna benefit from it and have a longer lifespan. If the PC is like 80 degrees Celsius inside, it's probably not gonna last for long. Really. But the second thing I've seen break the most are GPU fans. Now that, of course, has a bit to do with mining, because due to all the mining craze, a lot of these were just run too much. But it's also due to incorrect fan curves which are being set. Now this also affects case fans, but they usually have a higher tolerance. Whereas on GPU, if you use a third-party software and you set the fan incorrectly, you can damage it actually pretty quickly, I find, if you play a lot on your PC. So if you keep your PC on all the time, and for example you have a fan which goes into fanless mode where they stop spinning, basically if you set it to run at 70% all the time as if it was on a mining rig, well, you're gonna make the fan last less. As a matter of fact, I know a bit about mining, and if you're mining seriously, you factor in the cost of fan replacement around once per year. If you're unlucky, once every 6 months, 1 or 2 fans from a certain GPU are gonna fail, you're gonna have to replace them. So there's no point in making your GPU run super fast at idle. And again, unless your case is a hotbox, you're not gonna have any issues by simply letting it go into fanless mode or act as it should. Also because they have sensors. So if the GPU is overheating, they're gonna ramp up the fan. I actually have a fan curve tutorial on the channel for your GPU in case you wanna copy it. But really, most of the time, your stock fan is fine. The worst thing you can do is put a bad curve on your fan. Stock one is actually pretty good. You can get a bit of an improvement with a good curve, but be careful, just copy a good one, okay? So to conclude, a few buying recommendations. Good fans are actually relatively cheap. My favorite brand at the moment is Arctic, so I think if you buy a non-RGB Arctic fan, you can get away with it for very, very cheap. It's the RGB that usually tricks people, because if you want a good RGB fan, you need to spend a bit of money on it. Not a lot of money. Take a look at the Arctic P12 ARGB. They're not expensive, but they're more expensive than the non-RGB part. So if you find just a $30 US all-in-one, 240 millimeters with 2 ARGB fans, they're probably gonna break. So I would say if you can spend a bit more on your fans because they play just a minimal role on the total budget of your PC, and if you get a good one, they're gonna last a long time. Back in the day, there were some fans which lasted years. Some I washed with the garden hose like we do on the channel, like twice, and they're still running, and I haven't even ever replaced the grease inside. So it just goes to show, if you get a good one, it's a good investment. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy all Noctua fans and spend like $200 on your PC, but don't spend $20 for 10 fans, because it's probably gonna be bad. And if you don't have the budget, I would say compromise on RGB, not on the quality of the fans. With that said, if you guys have some recommendations for good fans or some recommendations to avoid bad fans, drop a comment down below. And also let me know if you like this format of videos so I can make more, or if you don't like it so we can go back to doing just PC builds, tutorials, and other things, okay? And if you watched this far, maybe drop a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again in another video. Bye-bye.